So what's up, Motard fam? It's your boy MotardSteve, and today I'm doing a highly requested video on how I did my rim stripes on my Husky. As you can see, they've the rear ones have seen better days. The front, honestly, still look brand new, other than, you know, some flakes here and there. So I might redo them, but yeah, guys. All you're going to need to do this job, and we're doing the spoke skins already, so 2 for 1 for you guys. All you're going to need is duct tape. I don't think it really matters what brand you use, but I use duct tape. Yeah. Some straws I bought off Amazon. There's 250 in here. Not bendy straws. I believe they're 0.28 millimeters or centimeters. One of those. Got 2 different colors. Paid like, I think, $5 each. You're going to need some kind of cleaner because my rear wheel actually needs to be cleaned. I don't think the camera will pick it up, but you see all that like dust and stuff? That all needs to be cleaned. And then you're just going to need a good pair of scissors. I'm a textile worker, so these came from work. So yeah, heavy duty scissors, shears, whatever. So there we have it. You can see where the tape was just because it's so clean versus the other stuff, but I can promise you there's no sticky residue here at all, which is one of the things people were telling me when I first did this is, oh dude, you're gonna have residue everywhere so when you take them off. Really, really easy to take off. But now we gotta clean this up, so that's where the simple green comes in handy, as well as some rags, which again, benefits of being a textile worker, lots and lots of rags. So now it's time to put your new strips on. Now, first thing you want to do is make sure your hands are kind of free of grease. If you have to, wipe them on your shirt, wipe them on your jeans. Do something to make sure your hands don't have any transferable grease on them, because you don't want to get all this fresh new rim tape and then have fingerprints and scuffs and crap on it. But then again, the cool thing about this is, as long as you don't get anything like grease or anything like that on it, it washes off fairly easily. So the idea is we're going to cut strips, and then we're going to cut them lengthwise straight in the middle. It's just directly right in the middle. So I'll show you how that looks like. Alright, so we're going to need 10 of them for what we're doing. You may need more or less depending on how you're doing it, but this right here should be long enough. And this is the part that becomes tricky, is keeping track of all this crap without it getting all over everything and crinkling up. But you're going to cut it all the way across, rest it on something so when you cut it, it doesn't go flying everywhere. And right here is your first piece. That's going to give you 2 pieces of rim tape. So once you get it, this requires a lot of like finesse and hand-eye coordination. So you're going to try to hold it. What I find helps is stick the end of it to something, like just barely, so you got like a let me show you, so you got something you can pull it tight with. Like I just stuck it to the end of this bag, and then just try to cut it as close as you can to the middle. If it's not perfect, it's whatever, to be honest with you. It's not that big of a deal. People are not really going to notice. The idea is just try to get it as close as you can to the middle. And then, once you're done, finish cutting it the rest of the way. And now you have 2 rim strips. Now what you can do is just take that little end there, stick it to your bag or table or whatever you got, just so it's there somewhere out of the way. And now you're going to put it on your rim. What you're going to do is you're going to find whatever way you're going to space them. Me, the way I spaced them is I did basically every other gap. Now on these little middle nipples where your spokes come in, it might not sit perfectly flush depending on how wide your strip is. So if it doesn't, don't freak out. It's perfectly fine. It's not going to be a huge deal. So the way you put this on is you're going to want to put on the very far edge first. Put the very far edge on first and try to get it as straight across as possible. You want to really try to get it perpendicular. Otherwise it's going to look really bad and really crooked, and this is something you just need to really take your time with. Boom! Let's check it out. I think it looks sweet. Now, basically the idea for the straws is simple. This is how I did these ones. As you can see, these are Dollar Tree ones, and they've been dried out a little bit. These are really cheap, crappy ones. They are not really all that thick at all. But you see, the idea was that it's just sliced down one side, and then you basically just pop it on. Let's see if I can get one off without breaking. Right here, this one, see? Looks closed, but it's actually, if I can get it to peel open. God, it's so hard. There you go. There you go, you can see it right there. So basically you cut a slit down the side of it all the way, and then you just cut it to whatever length you need it at. Pretty damn simple. So, you got this, and you got your new one. Pretty simple, just set them side by side. Get you an idea of where you want to cut it. Boom, cut it right there. Then you're going to take your scissors, just cut it down the side. It ain't got to be super straight, but if your scissors are pretty sharp, you can kind of just hold it and slide it down the edge right there. As you can see, it's cut in half now. And then, there you go. You got one on. Now you just got to do like 30 more. Give you an idea what that looks like. That's what it looks like. Now I can cut it a little bit longer, but I'm not going to be too picky about that. That's fine if you ask me. And there we go, guys. All done. She's looking fresh. I don't know if I'm going to eventually swap the straws to the other side, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking it. That looks pretty cool. I think when it's in motion, that's going to make like a little swirly looking pattern. It should be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, she's all done. Depending on how many stripes you're doing, how many spokes you're doing, it's probably going to be anywhere from about an hour to about a 2.5 hour job. I think this one took me, honestly, I'm going to say 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I had to completely redo the rear wheel. So, yeah, that took some time, cutting the strips and all that. Apparently my scissors are not as sharp as I thought they were. They actually kind of suck. The yellow ones, I kept the original ones. They seem fine. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're fine enough to where they don't look bad at all. Really, the only bad one is this one. Has that little piece right there, but it's whatever. I'll chop it off so it's not as noticeable. But, yeah, that's it. So, as usual, guys, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll be notified of all future videos. Also, feel free to check out some of the videos on your screen now. I'm sure there's some good ones there. It's random, I don't know, I don't choose it. So yeah, it's whatever YouTube thinks you should watch after watching this video. But I'm sure there's some good ones there. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!